So after my last 8-day road trip, I actually had the opportunity to use the DJI Mini 3 a lot. And it's the first time that I actually was able to take a drone with me and knew that I was going to actually spend some time trying to get some aerial shots of the areas that I was traveling through. So once I got back and had an actual chance to look at the footage, and of course be able to fly the Mini 3 now in 2025, I wanted you guys to get an idea why I think you really don't need much more of a drone than the DJI Mini 3, or maybe even they have the DJI Mini 4K right now. The only reason I'm going to say the Mini 3, for me the biggest thing was the actual controller. So I have the controller with the screen built into it, and that was a huge perk for me, so that I had that ability when I made stops to just quickly turn on the drone, turn on the controller, let them pair, and the drone was in the air. So I didn't have to bring out my phone, or I could actually use a controller to fly and still be able to use my phone on the side, which is fantastic. So I'm going to put some drone shots up while we're talking, and I'll let you know why I think this drone is probably one of the best travel companion drones that you can have even now in 2025. So one of the Mini 3's biggest advantages, of course, is its sub 250 gram build. So weighing in about as much as a smartphone, this drone easily fits in a backpack or even a jacket pocket. The foldable design means you can pretty much carry it anywhere, from city streets, mountain trails. I would have it in my slingshot. I can take it on the motorcycle. It really doesn't matter. Because it's under 249 grams, it often doesn't require any kind of registration, but you do still want to make sure you check the country that you're in. That means, of course, that you can skip a lot of the paperwork and just get straight to flying during your travels. So despite its tiny size, the actual Mini 3 is surprisingly sturdy in the air. It has wind resistance up to about 24 miles per hour, which they consider as a level 5 wind, to stay stable even on pretty breezy days. And I have to say, I flew it quite far, and I flew it in weather that had probably more wind than I should have probably flown it in. And I was continuously surprised at how steady the actual drone was and how steady the footage was. Now, again, if you are flying any kind of distance, you want to make sure that you probably fly out against the wind and fly back with the wind, so that you don't end up having your poor drone trying to fly back against the wind with limited battery power. Anyway, the Mini 3's ultralight design gives you pretty crazy freedom, right? No extra hassles. You just grab it and you just go. Now, travelers will also love that the DJI Mini 3 will keep you in the air a lot longer than older mini drones. So with the standard battery that comes with it, you get about 38 minutes of flight time on a single charge, which is plenty of time to film, a scenic hike, coastal sunset, whatever. And for me, I actually only charged it once a day, so it was able to do all of the flying that I needed for the day's events. So that's pretty incredible. Now, if you want more airtime, you can get an optional Intelligent Flight Battery Plus that can actually boost your flight time up to 51 minutes. But you have to realize now that when you do add this battery, because it is a bit heavier, you now actually go up over the 250 gram weight limit. So at that point in time, some of the registration and licensing have to come into effect. So just kind of be aware of that. For me, I'd rather just, fly with 2 different batteries, or I would just charge the drone when it wasn't being used. So not a big deal. 38 minutes was plenty. And don't let the Mini 3's size, fool you. It actually delivers excellent image quality, which is really made for casual creators and travelers and people that just want to get those aerial shots. The camera features I believe a 1/1.3 inch CMOS sensor, paired with an f1.7 lens, which allows it to shoot 4K video at 30 frames per second with HDR. So if you're someone that likes that HDR look, you can get those nice vibrant colors. In daylight or even at dusk, the footage will be pretty detail rich and sharp. And the sensor's high sensitivity means even low light scenes actually come out pretty clear with very limited noise. It also has the ability to snap 12 megapixel still photos and can do at 48 megapixels in certain modes, like being able to capture some panoramic photos. Equally important, the Mini 3 has a 3-axis gimbal, which is pretty standard on most DJI drones, that it uses for stabilization. So your videos remain really smooth and steady, even when flying in a fair bit of wind. And for travelers wanting gorgeous aerial visuals without the pro level fuss, which is exactly what I want. I want to be able to just take it out of the bag and get it up in the air and capture the shot. The Mini 3 hits that sweet spot. Stunning 4K footage and photos at your fingertips with zero complex setup needed. Something else that's there, not something necessarily that I use, but in the age of Instagram and TikToks, the Mini 3 does shine with its vertical shooting mode. So with a tap, the camera gimbal can rotate 90 degrees into a portrait orientation, letting you capture vertical videos and photos that, perfect for those that want to share these on social media. No need to crop or edit. You get full quality vertical shots right out of the drone. So this can be a game changer for filming, let's say, waterfalls, city skyscrapers, or even a group of friends that's standing on top of maybe, I don't know, a mountain, a building, whatever, in a format that fills the whole phone screen. The vertical mode doesn't sacrifice any quality either. You still get that 4K detail and dynamic range, but now you get it in a ready-to-post package. So it's a nice little feature, pretty forward-thinking feature that makes the Mini 3 very handy for content creators and travel vloggers. Here's a big one for a lot of people, right? If you're considering a Mini, this may be one of your very first drones that you ever purchased. So you're new to a drone. The Mini 3 could be the best drone out there for you. DJI has baked in all kinds of beginner-friendly controls, smart features that make flying practically stress-free. It has an auto takeoff mode which lets you launch with a single tap. And when you're done filming, it will automatically land back where the actual drone took off from. And it does it, nice and soft. Way better a landing than I can probably do. If you're worried about losing signal or low battery while the drone is flying, the return to home feature will automatically fly the Mini 3 back to the takeoff point if something were to go wrong, or it were to get behind something and lose signal. So this will ensure a safe return every time. And when you're in the air, the drone's GPS and vision sensors will help it hover accurately in place, so you can focus on framing that shot instead of constantly having to adjust the controls. The Mini 3 also offers some of the DJI quick shots. So these are pre-programmed flight paths, like it has a drone and a helix that let you capture cinematic clips with a simple press of a button. So even if you're not an experienced pilot, these tools mean anyone can capture pretty epic footage with very minimal effort. So it's like having an autopilot photographer that's there with you, giving you all kinds of confidence to be able to create some pretty amazing shots. And perhaps one of the biggest aspects of the Mini 3 is that it's not going to break the bank, right? The drone is priced far lower than professional models, making it an accessible entry point for enthusiasts who want great features without a sky-high price tag. You're getting a lot of value. 4K camera, long flight times, really great advanced capabilities, all in a pretty budget-friendly package. In fact, the actual Mini 3 has been praised as one of the best values for a drone in its class. And DJI basically took what travelers and hobbyists need most, which is a good camera, good portability, good battery endurance, and delivered those in the Mini 3 while keeping the cost reasonable. So that means more people can experience the joys of aerial photography and videography without having to invest in a bulky or expensive pro-sized drone. And with the Mini 3, you get big drone features in a mini price. This does help open up the world of drone flying to just about anyone with a sense of adventure. And if you want to spend just a little bit less, you can get the Mini 4K And here in Canada, the Mini 3 with the controller comes in around the $500 mark, whereas the actual Mini 4K comes in, I know during Prime days, it was just over $300. So pretty killer of deals, right? And they're going to be fantastic drones. So to wrap it up, the DJI Mini 3, like for me, truly lives up to its promise as the ultimate travel companion drone. It's ultra light, hassle-free. You can take it on any trip and fly in just about any place worry-free. Again, make sure you check that area's drone laws. It lasts long enough to capture all the highlights of your day in a single charge. It shoots beautiful 4K video, and it does it both horizontally and vertically. It's simple for beginners to operate with confidence, and it does all this at a price that leaves room in your budget for more travel. Oh yes. Whether you're a weekend explorer or, someone that's out traveling all the time, the Mini 3 can definitely elevate your storytelling and give you a new perspective on the world. So next time you're out there hitting the road, consider packing this tiny drone in your bag. So with that DJI Mini 3, watch it over you. Every trip can become a new cinematic adventure, and you'll be capturing memories that truly soar. Happy flying, stay safe, get out there, live life, and enjoy the adventure. All right, guys, if you want links to where you can pick up the Mini 3 or the Mini 4K, I have them below. Prime Day's on right now, and you can get these at a pretty killer deal. All right, guys, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys next video. Later.